G'day all, explosive action here on this exceptionally freezing Sydney evening. I'm freezing my tits off, I've got to tell you. Though I do like the cold. I don't like the wind. It's 45 km/h winds in this cold, and there's I know not much reprieve for a while, but yeah, that's cool. I'd rather the cold than the blistering heat. But anyway, I'm doing an update. Got a couple of things. It's been a pretty slow week, really. I've not been buying too much. Money's been put elsewhere. But I've got a few things to show, and I'll start off with a couple of videos. First one, Slash. Been after this guy for a while. Filipino action. And this is a UK tape. And I've got to say, I'm a little disappointed in the tape itself. When I got it, it was obviously a thin paper cover. And you look really close, and it's a colour photocopy. It's probably on cardboard originally, and that was a little annoying. And I saw the tape, and the tape was a little too new, if you know what I mean. So I talked to Buckaroo Banzai about this, and because he's in the UK, and he says there's a lot of public domain and cheap VHS releases in sell-through cases that are like this. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. The quality of the tape is fine. I was just expecting it to be a bigger box. The picture on eBay didn't really show that it wasn't. But all in all, it was 99 pence plus shipping. So I'm not too phased, but it was a little disappointing. And then the case, yeah. Next one up. Japanese tape of a Filipino and Italian co-production. Just a Damn Soldier. This one looks awesome. I've not seen this one before. Got a few people in from all the usual movies. What's his name? Ron Christoph or something like that. I think he's in this. That's probably him there. Looking forward to this one. It was at a high price. I think it must be a hard one to get. But it didn't sell for about 2 weeks, and I was buy it now. So I offered the guy less, and yeah, he accepted it. So I got it for cheaper than the advertised price, and it was poorly listed as well, which was good. Like, it was Just a Damn Soldier was listed with spaces between each letter, so no one was going to find it. It didn't come up in my search. It was just lucky that he had another tape that I was interested in, and then I saw this one through his other items, so that was lucky. So Just a Damn Soldier, that should be good fun. They're the only tapes this time. Got a few blues. I got the Blue Underground release of Maniac, 30th anniversary edition. Got this in trade from a forum for $14, which is a good price, from Australian forum. Arrived the next day. I've not seen the DVD in a long time. I've got a DVD of it that I got from eBay about 8 years ago, and it turned out to be a DVD-R, which pissed me off, and gave the guy negative feedback at the time for sending me a DVD-R. But the movie itself was good, and so I picked up a Blu-ray of it. Decided to get more of the Blue Underground blues. Of course, the Arrow Blu-rays, I think, are dropping the ball a bit in the disc itself, not the box and or the paraphernalia that comes with it. That's all top class, but the way they've handled a couple of the Fulci and Argentos recently isn't that good, and the Undergrounds just get the best transfers. So, speaking of which, new release of Deep Red. I love that cover. That's fantastic. Profondo Rosso, of course, the other name. I haven't watched this yet, but I've seen plenty of screenshots of the transfer. I've seen the movie a million times. So this was a new release from Amazon. One of the ones, I rarely get new releases from Amazon, like day one stuff, but this time I just had to get it. Especially when I saw the comparison shots between this and the Arrow. Far far better. So that's Deep Red, Blue Underground. And this one, I flipped the cover on this. This is Pranks. Shit, I've already forgotten what the other name is. It's on the disc. Oh yeah, House That Dripped Blood. I never knew it as that name. I always knew it as Pranks. So you can see the other cover behind it there. I prefer the Pranks cover. Good transfer for what it is. It's a little grainy, but it's the best I think we'll ever get. DVD and Blu-ray, and both are region free. So I got that from Amazon on Synapse. Good little slasher if you've not seen it. When I watched it again this time, which is the first time in 10 years or so, I slept through the last 20 minutes, which is poor form, but it had been a very tiring week. This is another Amazon first day. I saw this is brilliant. So happy to get this one. Sledgehammer on Intervision, which I think is a new sub-label of Synapse. They're releasing a bunch of really trashy shot-on-video 80s horror movies, which is just an awesome sentence to say. This is the first time this movie has been on DVD. The VHS is very collectible in the States. They actually released a new VHS by Intervision's sub-label called Mondo, I think, and they only had 100 copies and they sold out in 4 minutes or something, and half of them went on bloody eBay, and I saw them go for $80, $90, which was very disappointing. I sent the company an email saying that I was disappointed in how that happened, and they said they were incredibly disappointed with how most of the stock went onto eBay and not to the fans, and that their next print run for the next tape will be far higher. So I might be able to get a new VHS of some 80s trash at some point. This is a David Pryor movie starring his brother Ted Pryor, who the action fans will know from Deadly Prey, awesome movie, and the other horror movie he did. I think this was the first movie they did, and then there was Aerobicide, which is another trashy slasher movie. This is hilarious. If you've not seen it, I definitely recommend fans of really cheap, cheesy slashers, horrors from 83, 84. If you like that stuff, then you've got to get this guy. It's got handlebar mustaches, it's got guys in torn denim jeans, it's got terrible kills, atrocious effects. It was shot on VHS and released on VHS, and the DVD looks surprisingly good for that, so that's Sledgehammer. Definitely pick it up. Change of pace, got this from Amazon UK. Colossus, the Forbin Project. Had seen this a few years ago, watched it again last night. It is an absolutely fantastic science fiction movie from 1970, starring, what's his name? Eric Braeden, there you go. I think was in one of the American soaps, don't know which one. Yeah, absolutely amazing movie. It's probably in my top 10 sci-fis, I think. It's about the Americans in 1970 make a supercomputer to control their defenses, and it's in a mountain, and it's completely secure, and there's no physical access to it once it's turned on. And they think they're awesome for doing that. And after about 5 minutes of it being on, it says that it's found another system, and all the scientists and the president are all worried. And it turns out that the Russians at the same time, the USSR, developed their own computer. What's the chances of that? And yeah, basically the two machines demand to talk to each other, and as they have control of the missile defenses, they pretty much, the Americans and the USSR have to cooperate and give the machine what it wants. They try to sabotage it, turn it off. Nothing works, and yeah, it's quite a depressing ending, which is refreshing in this kind of thing. So I would definitely recommend Colossus if you like classic science fiction with big computers with giant flashing lights and printouts that make horrid sounds, and yeah, giant CRT monitors. You know what I'm talking about. If you like the Whopper computer in war games, you're going to be all over this. Haven't seen this. This arrived today, $2 from Amazon. Peter Weller and Robert Hayes, 50/50. I had never heard of this until I tripped over it. Action comedy, I think. Anything with Peter Weller is just fucking gold as far as I'm concerned. And it's explosions and looks like buddy action. I'm all over this. Two bickering buddies learn it ain't easy being a mercenary. That's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. Just standard, nothing much going on in there. Standard disc. Perfect condition, and was $3 used on Amazon, which I think is the first time I've bought a used disc from Amazon. Of course, the shipping is usually terrible, but a lot of the sellers now fulfill through Amazon, so you can just tag it on with the rest of your shipping. So probably $5 in total, I think. Good stuff. Look forward to that. I got 4 umbrella releases really cheap from the same seller, about $20 delivered for the 4, which is good, seeing as 2 of them are very hard to find. Well, one of them, actually, I'm lying, one of them's very hard to find. Hellraiser 3, newish release, about a year old I think now, maybe a bit less. The original release out here, which MGM put out, was crap, full screen, just garbage. This is a nice anamorphic transfer. I've only ever seen the first 2, so I'm going to slowly buy and work my way through them. So that's 3, Hell on Earth. Number 4, Hellraiser Bloodline. This one is hard to find. I've not seen it in the shops in ages. I mean, all these, they came out in 2006. The 5 and number 5, I think Inferno, I don't know if that came out here, but Hellseeker 6 did come out here in 2006, and I don't think I'll ever find that. Of the Australian editions, I just prefer to get Australian ones if I can. So that's Hellraiser Bloodline. I've already got this twice, but it was 99 cents with the other 3, so fuck it. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. Also called Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. I've got the Anchor Bay DVD with this title, the Blue Underground Blu-ray with the other title, and now I have the umbrella. Just something to put on the rack. 99 cents, so I don't really care. It's fine. This is meant to be trash, but it was $1.25. Hills Have Eyes Part 2, red case, which is cool. So it looks cool there. Not expecting much. Yeah, I might be surprised. A lot of the reviews just say it's a rehash, a retread of the first one. I don't find that necessarily bad, as long as it's not worse, but maybe it is. And the last thing I got, which I'm really happy about, is the Puppet Master Collection. I have made it all this time without ever seeing a Puppet Master, and I'm going to rectify that, because this set has all 9 of them. 9 of the canon Puppet Master. Doesn't have all the verses, demonic toys and Doll Man or whatever. Hang on, try and get this shit out. So there we go, Puppet Master Collection. You get 3 in each case, and each get their own disc, which is cool. No flippers, no lousy compression or anything. 1, 2 and 3. The other ones all look exactly the same. I won't bother opening it. You get all of them, and the price was $25 plus shipping, which I thought was insanely cheap. The first one has a new anamorphic transfer. The last one, Axis of Evil, is in scope. The rest are all full screen, which is probably how they were filmed, being a full moon production. So that's the Puppet Master Collection. Yeah, really looking forward to checking these guys out. You saw the subspecies set that I got in one of my couch reviews, so this will sit along nicely with that, and I'll work my way through them over time. And this is the other thing I got. This is my new tape cleaner rewinder, which I got from my local, well actually not from my local video rental place, but the owner of the shop, old guy that's worked there, run the place for 30 years. He had one behind the counter and he showed me a few times. Pretty cool. Put the tape in, put in some drops, and it runs through and cleans the tape itself. And I said, how can I get one of those? And he said, well, you probably can't. Nobody makes them anymore, but I'll phone around and see what I can do, which was really cool. He phoned 4 distributors, and the last one had 1 left in stock. It's slightly different to his. This doesn't take drops. This has got a little cleaning thing on the bottom, which I'll show you. Got this little area here. You pop that out. It's got a little cotton. Well, it's not cotton. It's I don't know. It's some strange material. They don't say in the manual to do this, but you dip it in some metho, and it'll run through the tape and get a lot of the crap off it. I'll give you a quick demo of how it works. It's got rewind, fast forward, eject, and the all important clean. So you can just use this to do really quick rewinding, which is, the video rental shops would do that when people did not pay attention to please rewind. But I'm not bothering about that. It's got a little counter there. It says to reset it, don't know why. I'll do it anyway. Put it in fast forward mode because this tape is rewound. Pop it in and fire off the clean, and you'll see it slowly going through and getting the crap off the tape. And I did this with one of my older tapes, which was playing okay but a bit spotty. Ran it through here, and it was noticeably a better picture afterwards, which was really cool. It gets a lot of the physical crap off the tape, which will help with rolls. It doesn't make them perfect. If the tape's damaged, it's damaged. But it'll get specks of dust and dirt off the tape. So that'll go through and clean the tape until the end, and then it'll self-eject, so I'll let that run. And also I recommend, if you've not checked it out, I've favorited 2 videos recently, which are how to clean your VCR. And I thought, what the hell, I've never cleaned these. They're 15 years old each, my 2 Panasonics, and it's dead easy. You just take 2 screws out, pop it open, piece of paper, a bit of metho, spin it on the drum in clockwise without going up and down because that damages the heads, and yeah, so much trash will come off the heads and go onto the paper. So definitely check out those videos. It's really simple to do, and that really did improve the picture quality on my tapes. I had a semi-permanent line on the screen on a lot of my tapes, and that's gone. So there's obviously something stuck on the head. So anyway, that's my update, and I'll speak to you all next time. VHS, VHS, VHS.